Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
That really
Accident.
happened.
Car crash.
Okay, Terrifier 3. Yeah, not I didn't didn't like it too much. It's almost like a cliche of its own movie that, like, I don't know if these guys started this style of thing, but either way, it looks like a corny rendition of it, where Terrifier is letting off terrorist bombs in a mall and shit. It's like, what else can he do? He's peeled out the friend's eyes. He's cut someone's dick open. What else can he do? How about a terrorist attack? He lets a bomb off in a mall. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I guess if you're strictly into gory style kills, there's probably some pleasure for you. That'd be kind of weird to me, but hey, people are into what they're into, man. It is what it is. Hey, they want to see a chainsaw up someone's ass, and then the balls cut off like after. Maybe they want that. But for me, I need story for my shit to like actually be interesting. And the whole hero they built in movie 2 kind of became like a cliche of a hero character in this third movie. Like almost like they realize, like, oh shit, people like there's like a lore to the story now because we created this character who had a dad who kind of wrote it like a prophecy of this daughter who's going to like do something special later on. And you know, in the second movie, she has no idea about it. She's just a fucking teenage girl or whatever the fuck she is, just some young girl who's like, she finds out that she's actually special, and then she does something about it. In this movie, the beginning, she almost like forgets that she was that. Maybe she doesn't believe in it anymore. Maybe she thinks she's actually crazy. And then all of a sudden she starts believing in it, and then I don't know. I guess it all leads to the third act, to where she's shit, I am special, and when I use this sword, I can fuck people up now. But they made it seem like she was like she thought herself, like she was like oh shit, I'm crazy. So thus, everything I experienced in movie 2 was my own hallucination, maybe, is what she thought. But that's not the case. I think she really actually believed in it the whole time. It didn't reveal that till the very end of the movie, where she actually has a Terrifier in front of her. And she grabs the sword from the fucking present box and fights Terrifier and his girlfriend, which I guess they gave her, kind of like the way they gave Beetlejuice a girlfriend or an ex-wife or something in Beetlejuice. In Beetlejuice 2, I mean. It's like, I don't know. That to me, I thought it was like a kind of a sloppy mess, and just kind of playing off the things that I liked in the second movie. Like, I was looking forward to Terrifier 3 because of Terrifier 2, which is where you take a horror, like super gore horror movie, like very gory, like imagine like girl's childhood room, but there's just blood splattered on every wall, in the ceiling, and the floors and everything. Okay, you're like that type of gory. Got it. But you added a hero story to it, which was, you know, the main girl. Like, oh, she's not just another, you know, teenage or younger person victim of the Terrifier, or like, you know, your typical horror movie. Oh no, she's actually going to stand up to the thing and be like some sort of force against the bad guy force. And what they did in this movie was kind of delay that and kind of ignore it to go through the same old tropes of horror, gory bullshit to eventually lead to the hero thing, which by then it's too late because you didn't build the fucking hero. Kind of just let her hang, and then, how you stopping this shit? How you stopping Al Qaeda Terrifier, which is doing like fucking present bombs and shit like that at malls? Like, well, we don't need to worry about that. He'll she'll rise to the occasion against the bad guy, I guess. Like to me, it's just like, God damn, that's sloppy. And you took the cool element from the second one and you kind of threw it to the dust, in my opinion. Imagine that character, like, I don't know, maybe she like full blown believed in it, and then you threw her aside. That would make way more sense. Even though it's kind of cliche, it would make way more sense than her just like, the Terrifier, he's gone, and whatever. And then hours go by, and then it's like, oh wait, he is here, and I'll stand up to him now. I'll wear my crown of thorns, and I'll stand up to him. It kind of makes it trash to me, in my opinion. But whatever, we're here. It's 2024 is what movies do. Do I recommend? Yes, if you've seen the first two ones. Otherwise, go back to the first two ones. If you don't like them, then skip this movie. That's my honest opinion. If you don't like the first two Terrifier movies, skip this one. If you do, then yes, watch this one. Score, for me, 6.2, 6.3, I think. Like, playing off the idea of the hero character from the second one, which I thought was the cool part of the movie, is apparently just something that can make people feel like they saw a conclusion, which is sad to me. It's a sad trick to make you feel like you saw something worthy. That's a movie trick. So I was like, okay, fine, it's a movie trick. Thus, your movie gets a 6.2 or 3 or whatever the fuck. Anyone else? Please go ahead. There's plenty of details to go over. That is
No, I'm good, bro. Fuck
Got
that
it.
shit.
The train wreck. But like sometimes it's hard to look away. But it's I don't know. There were a couple of things that were okay. Like I kind of, despite all of the gore, kind of liked in the beginning
There's gore in
how it
all
just
the
opened up.
second one too that I really
Yeah,
liked, but whatever.
they because I didn't watch the first two. Like the beginning kind of set it up. It was almost its own story. Like the first 10 minutes, and I was like, I think it kind of prepared me for the movie. Um, but the actual movie got pretty stupid in a bunch of parts. I don't know why the girlfriend demon started cutting herself. I guess for pleasure. But
Oh, the girlfriend Terrifier? Yeah,
yeah,
I had no idea. No clue.
Drafting herself with the glass and shit.
some of the gore was interesting. Like I liked when they split the guy's head open, and then he just, I guess he grabbed it from both sides and just ripped it open. You
Oh,
know
that's
that
the
was,
gore. The gore was already there. The
yeah.
gore is already in these movies, apparently.
That, I mean, that imagery. I don't like a lot of the gut stuff, but that imagery was kind of funny to me. Some of the things are funny from my perspective, but mostly it's
Fair
just
enough. The gore, like, I already knew the gore was going to be there. So it's like, okay, you're going to do gory shit. You're probably going to get extra with it, which they did, right? Chainsaw up the
Yeah.
asshole, then chainsaw do the dick and balls, and they show that, like, they actually show it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I figured that.
But you remove that, story wise, it's pretty dog shit.
What is,
It's like,
what's the story? Like, where is the story? What
yeah.
was the point?
I mean, like, even, I mean, if you remove the gore, then you're like in, like, whatever they're trying to do, so much of it didn't make too much sense. I don't know.
See, in the second movie, if you remove the gore, there's a hero's journey story of the girl. The girl we see as the hero in this movie, where she grabs a sword and starts fucking people up, or starts fucking the Terrifier and his zombie girlfriend up. She's the hero in the second movie, but we see her before she's the hero, and she builds up to the hero, and then we see her being a hero. Like we get the whole like kind of lens of it. In
But
this
this
one,
is
they
worse, right?
kind of
Like,
try to do the same thing, I guess. Like I don't know. She's like lost. She
she was
doesn't know what's going
like
on.
broken. Like she was. She didn't seem to. She didn't look like she emerged as from a hero. She looked like she was so scared. Like
Like she thought
she
she
wasn't
was
coming in
crazy.
strong.
Like all the stories that were probably told about her, she believed them and kind of went with like, oh yeah, maybe I'm crazy. Instead of like, yo, you experienced this shit to where you actually like, fuck some sort of demon up from another dimension thing up. Like that's what the second movie was. She fucked them up, right?
But what happened
So,
to the brother?
who fucking knows what happened to him? Who knows? I don't know.
Uh,
He seemed pretty important. Like the
He
group they
believed
got.
it. He believed in the idea. But where'd he go in this movie?
he got killed.
She was trying to call him or
Wait,
something,
he
right?
died?
To warn him.
Where?
Yeah, when he put the glasses on the head, remember the head?
Where?
When the mom was like, "Oh, where's my daughter?" and they opened like the bird cage
Yeah. Oh, that
with
was
the
his
head.
head.
That was the brother, yeah.
That was him?
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
my god, I'm wrecked. I didn't even fucking
because
realize that.
yeah,
yeah.
because
No joke.
Art put the glasses on him, and then the sister started freaking out.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Because he was.
Yeah,
He
I
looked
thought
like
he
he
was
was a hero.
trolling. Oh shit.
yeah,
I thought he was trolling with that. Okay.
no, that was the brother, yeah. Well,
That's even worse.
we didn't even see what happened to him,
That's
but yeah,
even
they
worse,
implied
And
it.
man.
if
Yeah,
he was one of the heroes, like he was coming off as such an like nerd, like it. I don't know. The girl was like all up on him, and which was like, all right, maybe that's kind of cool. And then he, I don't know. I didn't see these heroes being heroes.
Bro,
Like
in the second movie, he's like a Stranger Things kid. He's like one of those kids who like knows the lore of all the all the rules you do and don't do during like crazy horror events, and that's how he survives, kind of thing. That's kind of what he did in the second movie, and now I guess he's just dead.
like, and this the
He's
the
like that
woman
type of
hero
hero.
here, she was like freaking out the whole time. When she started to become a hero, if we take that, is she gets the thorns on her head, and then she's still trapped. She's watching like everybody get hurt and killed. And so finally, when she gets the gift literally put in her hands by the the killers, um, and her hands are already crippled, but she opens up her gift, and that's where she starts
Exactly.
winning. Like, so what did she
Exactly.
do for that? So what did she do for that? She was like so saved by like all of the like
It's
not
almost
killing
like
her.
they knew that was the reason why. In my opinion, it's probably the reason for the popularity of the movie is that little thing that separates them from the typical horror movie genre to something else. If I had to guess, right? Because
And
bloods and gore is just kind of par for the course, right? You can have over like a little bit of an extra gore type of shit, or a little bit less. But the idea of like, hey, there's demons haunting us. Yeah, but there's like the good guys here that's gonna fuck you up. Like that's a different element to horror movies, I think.
mm,
Typically it's the bad guys versus innocent human being or maybe guilty human being like dealing with the horror of the whole situation. There usually isn't like a hey, you're evil, but does good exist? Yeah, it does. Watch us. Like that's usually not a factor in regards to these things. Let's be honest
I,
about
I
that.
I just didn't see her like her earn any of that stuff.
It
Like
was
it was
it was
placed
in
in
the
her hand.
second movie, bro. That's what I'm saying. It was
Yeah,
in the second
yeah.
movie.
In a second. Okay. And and I guess she was maintained alive because they were trying to possess her. So that kind of makes it make sense.
No, this movie is ass. It doesn't make sense. The
Well, I
things
mean,
that made her character special was in the second movie,
there
and
was
they
no
kind of
reason
erased it for this movie.
for them to delay killing her if it wasn't for that. So
No,
uh,
no, the delaying makes no sense.
no, it doesn't, right? But I'm like,
She's not supposed to be in a delayed situation because she already earned her hero stripes in the second movie, if that makes sense.
yeah.
It's like Braveheart going through Braveheart 1, and then the second movie, he's like, how do I use the sword? Like, he'd be like, wrecked, right? That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. And now she has self healing powers. I guess we find out only at the end.
No, that's not self healing. That's plot armor. The plot protected her hands to allow her to pick up the sword and use it.
No, no. At the end, she looked at her hands, and then they healed themselves.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, so
It is what it is. Like,
that's the
they
movie.
kind of threw away the thing that was making them cool in the first place, in my opinion, at least. They kind of threw that away for this movie. Just like, it is what it is. Sometimes people think, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure Terrifier 1, which I haven't seen yet, if I watch that movie, I'm sure the gore is what carries them from one movie to the next. Very
Mhm.
possibly. And I'm sure they're thinking the gore will carry them from the second movie to the third one. Which is like, okay, fair enough. That's what, happens with films,
It is
seemingly.
extra glory, so if you like it, then
It's not. It's not extra. It's not extra. If you see the
I mean,
second one, it's not extra. It's kind of the same
extra
par for course.
meaning like it's not like it's not just like I'm comparing it to different movies, right? Like just even chainsawing people. Like well, it felt extra to me. Like they really go through the guts a lot.
Oh yeah, they go a little bit extra with the gore,
Yeah,
which is
compared to other
kind of
movies.
par for the course for Terrifier at least. The other one
Okay.
was like kind of crazy, right? The friend of the main character we saw with the Crown of Thorns girl, right? Her friend in the second movie gets an entire room painted with her blood, like gory shit. So it's like it's kind of par for the course. That makes sense for their genre and what they're trying to do. Generically wise. But take the hero, eliminate the hero, then bring the hero back, just so you can like keep your movie going is kind of crazy to me. that's the crazy part. You built the hero, you got rid of the hero in the beginning of this movie, right? She's just a crazy mental ward patient character. Then you bring her back to hero character again. Why? My only explanation is people like that. You want to remake it again for the fourth movie. It's all I can see, man. Like, what do I do with that? You built
Well, they
her
killed the
and
rest
you
of the
made her a
kid.
hero in the second one. Then you're doing it again in the third one. What do I do with that? It is what it is.
You're better off making a new hero. That
I
could have
mean,
worked better.
without getting rid of the first one, like realistically, you kind of kill it then. It's kind of killed at that point. Unless you did anthology, right? You did like, oh, every story is a new story. Every movie's a new story of new people. We have a new hero every time, and yeah, if you did that, then sure, that maybe that works. But when you have the same character from both movies, like doesn't realize she's a hero, right? Kind of like wayward. Then boom, realizes she's a hero from some prophecy and becomes a hero. Then you do the same thing for the third one. It's like, goddamn, you're kind of playing that out now. Now it's like nothing. You kind of got to kill your hero and make her sacrificial at that point. Make her a sacrificial lamb for the audience to be like, oh shit, Gina's dead. Ah, fuck. It's like, oh shit, she's dead, man. Fuck. Damn, does the little girl take over and become the new hero? Like that's what you're playing for at that point. But it is what it is, man. We're I'm yeah, used to it. This was a significant downgrade from the second one. I think they actually tried to play off the second. Like, man, it's almost like they were asking themselves, like, what made the second movie so fucking popular and good to people? And it's almost like they tried to recreate it, and it just, for keen eyes, it looks like a repeat, and like a lackluster repeat of the second one. But it is what it is, man. Like this is what happens, man. And I'll see you next year, Terrifier movie creators. Unless you get picked up by a big studio because people bought tickets to watch the third one because of the hype of the second one. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, there you go. All right. Do we have grades, recommendations? Anyone? Okay.
I'd skip it. It's like for me.
I'm going with if you've seen the first and second one, you might as well see the third one. You might as well see it. But if you're like, damn, where do I spend my money? Don't spend it here. In my opinion, do not spend it here. Grade once again 6, mid to low 6s, man. That's just not good. That's not good at all. But we got to see Terrifier do a terrorist attack. Right? You can't spell terror without terror. You can't spell Terrifier without Terry. Whatever. Tear it, man. There it is. All right, there's your review for Terrifier 3. God.